Hello, my name is Elena Nealson, and I will be telling you about my summer internship with Reading Connections. Reading Connections is an organization in Greensboro that works to improve literacy, work towards educational equity, and provide opportunities for students who are learning English as a second language or working to improve their English literacy skills. During my time at Reading Connections, I had many different roles, but my two main roles were to teach my adult classes and work with the family literacy program. My biggest impact was with the family literacy program, where I got to create daily activities to send out to children and their parents during the summer, post-test the children in May to see what their progress over the year had been, and create the book list and start the curriculum for the 2022-2023 school year. This is a big impact because it will stay with them as they work through that curriculum and book list in years to come. However, my proudest accomplishment is different. My proudest accomplishment is teaching. My Monday, Wednesday, and my Friday class for adults were amazing because I got to create relationships with those students and really learn about them. This is one lesson that I did for my writing class. However, my lessons often ended up different than I planned because they wanted to learn things, such as this lesson about fancy connector words that I ended up throwing together in the middle of a class because they wanted to learn it. I learned about lesson planning, which was a big thing for me because I had never planned lessons for adults, especially for English classes. Organization, which was a huge thing I had to work on since I was working remotely. I had to make sure that I was organized so I was getting all my work done since I was the only one watching me during work. And lastly, I learned about how to teach adults. I learned that it was often more like a conversation than a class relationship, and that it was a give and take rather than a linear relationship. I also learned a lot about the community I served. I learned that not knowing English in America can be a nerve-wracking and also isolating experience. And I also learned something which broke an assumption of mine. I had thought that my students would just be here to learn English, but a lot of them had other goals, like reading to their children at night, getting a promotion, becoming a dentist, learning to preach in English, or one of my students who wanted to learn English just so that he could read more mystery novels, which I thought was a very interesting goal. I will always value the time I had at Reading Connections this summer, and I think that it will change my perspective, and I would love to work with them again through either volunteer teaching or working on curriculum at some point. But I think the biggest takeaway I have is just their message of welcome and the fact that they strive to welcome anyone, no matter where they are from or their background. I will definitely be taking that away with me in the future. Thank you so much. Bye.